But I have a question though. So let me see if some people have a legitimate fear of the water. Like, what is the routine of getting them comfortable enough to get in the water to learning how to swim?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. So that was the inception point of the swim uphill method, which is the curriculum behind us teaching 1 million people a year how to swim. Ultimately, it's simple. Number one, most people have that fear of water, dealing with some type of PTSD, right? Either they themselves have drowned or had a near drowning experience, whether fatal or non-fatal, or they've received this fear through second or third hand experiences, right? Grandma doesn't trust water. Their cousin drowned. They saw their friend have this experience or heard about it. So number one is pretty much using very simple, accessible PTSD strategies to start to change the psychological, the socio-emotional landscape, right, of their beliefs surrounding water. So that's step one. And again, that primarily is only going to apply to older teenagers and adults, right? After we do that, again, it's a part of the 5-hour curriculum. We pretty much teach the essential skills for like forward locomotion in a body of water on land. So we use a bowl, a bench, and a bucket. On land, people learn how to breathe in the bowl. They learn how to push and pull water in the buckets, and they combine the bowl and the buckets in a horizontal plane on the bench to learn how to time an elementary breaststroke. So they're doing all this in the comfort of their own clothes on land. It's not an overwhelming environment, right? So these skills are simple, but I say all the time, it's like basic addition is simple, but as good as you probably are at basic math, Jamal, if I sat you in a room that was, not only freezing cold, but also there was a tiger in the corner licking its chops and you're in fear of your life, those math problems, they might become a little bit more challenging, right? Like, the 2 + 2 = 6 right now, I don't know, but I need to get out of here. So again, like this is a metaphor for the challenges of a simple learning curve that people have that fear of water are, right? They're uncomfortable. They're in this different medium that is not air, it's water. It can be cold. And again, there's this fear of mortality. There's this fear of their mortality looking them in the eyes. I can die right now. I can be eaten by this tiger. How the hell am I supposed to concentrate on what the heck you're trying to teach me? So as long as we can have that skill acquisition on land, and we also have other tools. We have like accessible, affordable virtual reality technology that we provide all our students with. So it's pretty much like a swim simulator, similar to a flight simulator. I don't know about Oculus? You, but I don't trust a pilot who has not flown in a flight simulator before they've flown on a plane, right? So again, just like taking these pretty common principles when it comes to skill acquisition and applying it in a manner that makes it accessible not only to people who have fears of water, but more importantly, to people who have these severe economic restraints. Because around the world, roughly 1 million people drown every year unrecorded. A lot of these places are rural and don't have like proper census systems. But it comes down to low and middle income communities and countries, low and middle income countries, which is why we're running this program here in Medellin this summer.
So is that how you got Terry Crews comfortable with learning how to swim?
That's exactly it. Yeah, that's exactly it. So Terry Crews came through. He put on IG that he didn't know how to swim, and
he learned how to swim in 5 hours. Did I read that correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. He learned how to swim in 5 hours. 100%. Yeah. That's like when you're working with our team and staff, that's pretty much a guarantee. Especially if we're doing the curriculum over the course of a week. Yeah, you're gonna learn how to swim in 5 hours. So Terry, he went from this fear of water, having nearly drowned 3 times, to jumping in the deep end and swimming a freestyle halfway across the pool. So now, how much Terry has practiced since he learned how to swim, I don't know, Terry. If you're hearing this, dude, you need to be practicing still.
Right?
call me. Let's have a little review session. But yeah, all in, 100%. That's perfectly attainable. Like I said, it's not rocket science, and if you're walking around on this earth, you learned how to, like, you were swimming in your mama's belly before you ever took a foot on the ground, you know? So it's in you. Trust me, like, it's in you, not on you, right? That's what they say.
Well, that's why they say, infants make the best, is like the best time to learn how to swim, because it was already in us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of opinions about that. Definitely, like, infants are great. Like, they can 100% like learn how to float and things like that.
Right.
100%. That's a super valuable skill, right? Even if you don't know how to swim, if you know how to float, you can survive, which is most important. If you become stranded at sea, you want to be better at floating than you do at swimming.